Has Rihanna truly orchestrated a plan to keep the Kardashian-Jenner family off this year's Met Gala guest list? Whispers are making the rounds that she's using her star power to push them out of the spotlight. It sounds wild. After all, the Kardashians practically live in front of every camera in Hollywood. But when you look at Rihanna's deep ties to the fashion world, her massive influence over pop culture, and the swirling controversies that have built up over the years, it starts to seem a little less far-fetched. The bigger question is, how did these rumors even begin? And what exactly happened between Rihanna and the Kardashian-Jenner crew that would lead her to stand at the gates of fashion's biggest event, prepared to say, "Not on my watch"? Whether this claim holds any real weight or not, there's no denying one thing. The prospect of a Met Gala without Kim, Kendall, Kylie, and the rest of the family is about as shocking as it gets. These days, the Kardashians have a knack for dominating headlines just by stepping out in matching outfits or unveiling a new product line. But if certain insiders are to be believed, Rihanna might be ready to prove that even the Kardashians can be kept at arm's length. It's a story brimming with glamour, rivalry, and a dash of pettiness. Everything we love to hear when it comes to Hollywood's most powerful players. Let's see how it all connects. Rihanna wasn't always the queen of the Met Gala. In her earliest appearances, she caught the public's eye with an undeniable presence. But it was in the mid-2000s and 10s that she truly became a showstopper. Whether she was draped in a jaw-dropping canary yellow guope gown or lighting up the stage with a performance that cost $500,000, Rihanna consistently made herself the most talked-about figure of the night. Critics raved about her ability to merge fashion, music, and drama into a single look. Even Anna Wintour herself, known for her strict curation, couldn't hide her admiration for Rihanna's risk-taking approach. You might recall Anna openly admitting that Rihanna's performance fees were off the charts, confirming exactly how valuable she was to the gala's spectacle. In many ways, Rihanna's dedication to the Met Gala parallels her evolution as an artist and entrepreneur. With each bold ensemble, she inched closer toward establishing her brand as a force beyond just music. After dominating charts with hits like Umbrella and Work, she went on to launch companies like Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty, both of which shook up their respective industries by prioritizing inclusivity and innovation. By the time rumors started circulating about her relationship with ASAP Rocky, Rihanna wasn't just another A-lister. She was one of the top influencers in pop culture. And as any longtime Met Gala observer will tell you, the people who make waves there don't just show up. They often help steer the event's direction behind the scenes. Recently, talk around town suggests Rihanna now has more pull than ever. Some are even saying she can shape the guest list through a mixture of her personal relationships and the roles she and ASAP Rocky hold in the Met Gala's planning committee. Given her history of forging strong alliances with designers, editors, and fellow entertainers, it's not that big of a leap to imagine she could flex her muscle if she truly wanted someone sidelined. Or, in this case, a whole family. The idea of Rihanna and the Kardashian-Jenner clan crossing paths in a negative way dates back nearly a decade. One incident stands out as a clear turning point when Kendall Jenner casually tweeted her disappointment over Rihanna's set list at an upcoming concert. Rihanna fired back with a particularly cold response, "Well, don't come." To onlookers, it seemed like Rihanna was laying down the law. If you're going to treat her performance like your personal request hour, don't expect a warm welcome. That tension only escalated over the years. Rumors floated around that Rihanna canceled a Victoria's Secret fashion show appearance because Kendall replaced Rihanna's close friend, Jordan Dunn. Later, social media lit up over claims that Rihanna once made a passing comment at a Met Gala event, allegedly calling Kendall a stick figure. True or not, the press and fans grabbed onto that story, fueling the idea that a rift had opened between Rihanna and the world's biggest reality TV family. Then came the Chris Brown factor. While Rihanna famously dealt with her own traumatic history with Chris, Kendall maintained a friendship with him. According to certain insiders, Rihanna didn't appreciate Kendall's alignment with someone who had once caused Rihanna public and personal strife. That situation alone was enough to keep the tension simmering. And every time Kendall stepped out with Chris, whether it was a party or a social media post, rumors flared again about Rihanna quietly fuming in the background. No official statements ever confirmed it, but the gossip mill rarely needs confirmation to spin a juicy narrative. Kendall Jenner's rumored relationship with ASAP Rocky emerged around 2016 and continued off and on into 2017. They were spotted in Paris, New York, Miami, and Los Angeles, fueling endless questions about whether they were dating dating, hooking up, or just very good friends. In typical Kardashian-Jenner style, much of the speculation centered on paparazzi photos and cryptic social media snippets. One defining moment came at a Met Gala after party, where some reported the two looked inseparable. At the time, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky were simply close friends, or so they said, but that didn't stop fans from suggesting Rihanna might have already felt protective of him. Perhaps she wasn't ready to date him then, but maybe she wasn't thrilled about him spending time with Kendall either. Speculation went so far as to claim Rihanna might have been jealous, or at least irritated that Kendall was stepping into her inner circle. We can't be certain how deeply Rihanna cared about that fling, but it's undeniable that the episode added more friction to an already tense situation. As you zoom out, it almost looks like a web of tangled connections. Rihanna had dated Travis Scott before Kylie got together with him, and Kendall was rumored to be with ASAP Rocky before Rihanna sealed the deal there. It's no surprise that these overlap moments created some awkward territory. Hollywood has never been shy about its overlapping social circles, and sometimes personal feelings end up running the show in ways that spill into the public arena. And just when you think it's settled, another rumor emerges to keep the drama alive. Power in Hollywood doesn't always come from record sales alone. It's about branding, networking, and a certain je ne sais quoi that convinces people you're essential. Rihanna has it all in spades. With Fenty Beauty, she set a new standard for inclusivity in makeup, launching 40 foundation shades from the outset. That move forced competitors to catch up and garnered her a level of industry respect not many pop stars can claim. Savage x Fenty further underscored her knack for bringing underrepresented bodies and skin tones onto runways and ad campaigns. All of this means Rihanna isn't just an entertainer, but a business mogul who stands at the forefront of cultural shifts. Enter ASAP Rocky, a fashion-forward artist who's been on good terms with designers and brands for years. He's worked with names like Raf Simons and Dior Homme, gradually building credibility in the realm of style. So when Rihanna and ASAP went public with their romance, it felt like a match made in editorial heaven. Social media ate it up, and it didn't take long for speculation to grow that they might be the new power couple in circles that matter, particularly those behind events like the Met Gala. Recently, the announcement that ASAP Rocky would be a co-chair for the upcoming Met Gala raised eyebrows across the industry. Co-chairs often play a part in shaping the theme, orchestrating performances, and yes, helping to finalize the guest list. If Rihanna is indeed pulling strings through her connection with ASAP, then her sphere of influence could be greater than ever. Fashion watchers immediately wondered, could we see a pivot in who's deemed worthy of this prestigious event? And if Rihanna, known for her no-nonsense attitude toward people she has issues with, decides someone doesn't belong, who's going to argue with her? The Kardashian-Jenners haven't always been part of the Met Gala's circle. Kim Kardashian's first appearance in 2013 caused a stir, mostly because she showed up very pregnant in a floral gown that turned into a meme overnight. Despite the jokes, she persisted and soon became a mainstay. Over the years, Kim has pushed boundaries with everything from a beaded nude number that made her look like she stepped straight out of the ocean to her infamous head-to-toe black ensemble that obscured her entire face. Love them or hate them, the Kardashians brought buzz, and Anna Wintour certainly took note. In time, other family members followed. Kylie stunned in form-fitting designs, Kendall rocked risque gowns, and even Kris Jenner made occasional appearances. Their presence often split public opinion. Some saw them as reality stars turned style icons, while others insisted they had no place at a high-fashion event. But each year, as cameras flashed and the internet buzzed, it became clear that Vogue and the Met Gala were benefiting from the extra attention the Kardashians generated. That's what makes the rumor of Rihanna's ban so hard to swallow. The Kardashians are undeniably huge draws. Would Anna Wintour really risk losing the social media engagement and headlines they generate? On the other hand, the Met Gala thrives on exclusivity and a certain level of artistic integrity, which the Kardashians' constant publicity might sometimes overshadow. If Rihanna or ASAP Rocky suggested that the event could restore some of its mystery by inviting fewer reality TV personalities, perhaps the Met Gala's decision-makers would take it seriously. So, do these ban rumors hold any weight, or are we simply in the throes of another celebrity gossip cycle? It's important to note how easily stories can spiral in the age of social media. One anonymous tip to a gossip blog can morph into a full-blown "Rihanna hates the Kardashians" narrative. And let's face it, everyone loves a story about powerhouse celebrities taking each other down. But the tidbits fueling this particular rumor have some basis in past events. Rihanna's public spats with Kendall Jenner, the Chris Brown connection, the overshadowing complexities of Travis Scott's timeline with Rihanna and Kylie, and that lingering sense of competition. They all set the stage for something dramatic. Throw in the fact that Rihanna and ASAP Rocky are rumored to have a direct direct line to Anna Wintour now, and you've got a perfect storm. Could it be that the whispers of a deal to keep the Kardashians away are simply internet chatter? Absolutely. Still, it wouldn't be the first time behind-the-scenes maneuvering led to big changes in an event's guest list. Even Jay-Z got pulled into the conversation. Years ago, he joked about tossing Rihanna out of a high-rise window if she didn't sign a record contract. Today, some people are suggesting that Rihanna might be less than thrilled about his nonchalant attitude toward her potential. Is that enough to keep him away from the Met Gala too? Probably not. But it illustrates how every little anecdote can be weaponized in the rumor mill, especially in an era where fans dissect every interview, tweet, and Instagram story for hidden meanings. The official theme of the 2025 Met Gala, superfine tailoring, black style, pays homage to centuries of black men's fashion and its ongoing cultural impact. The exhibition aims to shine a spotlight on the evolution of style from the 18th century to now, emphasizing the importance of figures who have shaped trends and broken barriers. It's a groundbreaking concept, and there's plenty of excitement about how it will be executed. Some say Rihanna's vision, combined with ASAP Rocky's role, will highlight the artists, designers, and innovators who've often been overlooked. This could be a golden opportunity to spotlight voices that deserve a global platform, possibly edging out attendees whose presence might not align perfectly with the theme or the broader statement. The Kardashian-Jenners, who are known for adopting trends rather than spearheading them, might not seem like the most obvious fits for a celebration of historically rich black styling. If Rihanna is pushing for a more authentic representation, that might indirectly exclude those who haven't contributed significantly to this narrative, especially if there's personal tension in the mix. Of course, there's no official statement announcing a Kardashian ban. Still, just the possibility of them missing out has fans buzzing. Are we about to witness a Met Gala that focuses more on the artistic essence of fashion rather than the mainstream hype? Or will the Met Gala planners ultimately decide that the Kardashian-Jenners bring in too much publicity to leave them off the list? The speculation is part of the fun, and it also underscores how messy the intersection of personal feuds, commercial interests, and cultural authenticity can be. In Hollywood, the lines between rumor and truth can be as blurred as a tabloid photo. Rihanna's history with the Kardashian-Jenner family is peppered with enough tense exchanges and overlapping relationships to make the idea of a Met Gala snub at least conceivable. Add to that her unmatched position in both music and fashion, and ASAP Rocky's role in coordinating one of the world's most exclusive events, and you get a scenario that's ripe for drama. For fans, the question boils down to one thing: does Rihanna genuinely have the clout to uninvite reality TV's reigning dynasty? The truth might be simpler or more complicated than we suspect. Maybe the Kardashians will show up in full force as they always do, wowing the crowds or shocking them with this year's boldest look. Maybe they'll be quietly sidelined, ushered onto some unofficial waiting list. Or maybe they'll skip the event altogether, claiming to be too busy with personal projects, only to confirm or deny these rumors after the fact. Regardless of how it plays out, the conversation about their potential absence says a lot about Rihanna's cultural standing. She's no longer just the singer we knew from Pon de Replay. She's a business tycoon, a style icon, and perhaps a gatekeeper of sorts in the world of high fashion. For now, all eyes are on the 2025 Met Gala, the red carpet, the theme, and of course, the guest list. Will the Kardashian-Jenners make their grand entrance, or will they watch from home? The most enthralling part of all this is that none of us truly know until the night unfolds. Some might root for the Kardashian-Jenner entourage to walk those famous steps and spark endless memes, while others are hoping for a Rihanna-ruled event that feels fresh, authentic, and free from the usual reality show presence. One thing is certain: where Rihanna's name appears, excitement follows. And if this year's Met Gala ends up Kardashian-free, it will only further solidify Rihanna's reputation as someone who can shift the narrative in any room she enters. At the end of the day, the allure of the Met Gala is the blend of fashion and drama. From the outlandish outfits to the swirling rumors, the event gives everyone something to talk about. If Rihanna truly did orchestrate a Kardashian ban, it would go down as one of the biggest power moves in modern celebrity history, an unambiguous message that not even the first family of reality TV can overshadow a cultural icon on her big night. But until we see the final guest list, all we can do is watch, speculate, and marvel at how these superstars continue to keep the world on the edge of its seat. After all, that's half the fun of being a spectator in their universe. We never really know what's coming next.